Ow! Yeah! Little sucker. Whew. I tell you what, this ghost glades right here, this thing always wants to bite me. Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is amazing. Today I'll be at the shop for a few hours working my butt off, and then I gotta hit the road for about a 10-hour drive to Sikeston, Missouri, which is just south of St. Louis. Now you may ask, why am I going down to Sikeston, Missouri? And it's on business. Some really cool business that I haven't really talked much about. And again, I'm gonna try to see if I can't spill a little bit of the beans, but first I have to talk to my business people to make sure that I'm in a position to be able to. But before I head out, I do have a bunch of snake works, including going through all my colubrids that I fed last night and a bunch of other stuff to get wrapped up because I'm going to be gone for the next 2.5 days. Almost, what's this, 2.5 days? And I want to make sure everything's buttoned up here at the shop before I leave. But before I get started on snake work and getting ready for my trip, I had an amazing shipment just come in. And that's right here, guys. All of these boxes. Can you guess what's in them? Let's go ahead and open them up and I can show you. This is so exciting. Dun, dun, dun. Look at this, guys. Look at that. How awesome is that? That's right, all of my DVDs and the first Blu-rays have just come in. So this is the first time I've actually seen the Blu-rays of Brian in the Wild. So all of these boxes here are Blu-rays and then these are DVDs. So for anyone that has pre-ordered or the people that kickstarted backing me, I am sorry it's taken so long to get this done, but we have them all here and they will all ship out. So I can't wait for you guys to see them. This is so exciting, I can't wait. So I do have to travel, so I'll be gone a few days, but as soon as I get back, I will get these guys out because I have to sign all the first ones. So if you guys are interested in checking out this hour-long documentary that I did over in Africa, I would love for you to check out. You can go at the link down in the description, or you can go to bhbreptiles.com and you can get your copy of this sucker right now. So how exciting is that? Okay, back to Snakeworks. I have to spot clean all these colubrids before I leave. I really want to get on the road in the next hour and a half or so. After all, I have almost a 10-hour drive. I'll probably only drive like 8 hours tonight and drive the last 2 hours in the morning, just because by the time I get out of here, I'd have to drive till probably like 1 in the morning or something like that. But for now, I have to definitely go through and check all the colubrids that I fed yesterday. Take a look at this chunky monkey right here. This is actually an albino Great Plains garter snake, or what they would call a radix. So that's one big chunky female. So she should have a lot of babies. You know, these guys come out and they'll have 20 plus babies or so. So excited to be breeding her, and I'm breeding it to a snow. So again, an albino to a snow, which is an albino melanistic. I should get you know, all albinos that are het for snow, unless this girl is het for snow, which is a good possibility because she's a possible het. And then I'll produce a bunch of snow, so that's pretty cool. I've showed off the albino Arizona mountain king snakes just recently, but this one is really cool. This is what they call a hypomelanistic. And again, what it is just lacking a lot of the melanin or black pigment, but it's not lacking all of it. And it just kind of turns into like a brownish purple band, which is just really beautiful, and it's a recessive mutation. That's one of the things I love about spot cleaning, is that every time you open up a cage, you get to see a beautiful snake, and there's just so many of them. So I tell you what, I actually get really excited that I can spot clean just so I can see snakes. Ow! Yeah! Little sucker! Whew! I tell you what, this ghost glades right here, this thing always wants to bite me. Every single time that I get around this animal, all it wants to do is bite. It's a beautiful snake, don't get me wrong. I mean, and it's a recessive mutation of a Glades rat snake, but boy, is he a little feisty monkey. Get in there, buddy. Get in, oh, get in there. Get in there. Ooh. That's a handful. I absolutely love these snakes right here. This is actually an anuretristic Honduran milk snake. And Honduran milk snakes in general are just really cool milk snakes because they're one of the bigger ones. They get really heavy bodied and they're really a lot more kind of docile when it comes to handling. A lot of milk snakes are real spastic, and Hondurans are relatively calm for milk snakes. But anyways, anuretristics are the ones that are lacking iridophore, which is the red pigment. And the thing that I love about these guys is I was able to buy the first animal that was ever sold by a guy named Dave Doherty, and they're $3,000 a piece, believe it or not. But it was one of the first mutations of any milk snake, so when it came out I had to have it. And this was actually before I had the albinos, so the year before I bought the albinos, these came available and I bought it. And I never forget, that was the most money I've ever spent on a snake. And literally, I remember when I was going to buy it that I almost had like a panic attack. I mean, I was literally like, I started sweating and I started like, what am I doing spending that kind of money on a snake? But it worked out really well, because a couple years later when I raised them up and bred them, I was selling babies. I think they were going for $2,000 at the time, but we produced like 15 of them and had a waiting list for people to buy them. So, you know, that couple $1,000 investment I think turned into maybe $25,000, $30,000 within 2 years, and of course I've been producing them ever since. You know, like I mentioned before, this is the daily grind. I mean, when you're breeding colubrid snakes, literally every day you have to spot clean them, every day you have to go through them, but I absolutely love it, and this is really where my passion started. You know, sure, the big pythons and the other animals can sometimes be really impressive, and they get all the hits on Instagram and all that other stuff, but the truth is the little corn snakes and king snakes, I mean, just, you know, look at how amazing that is. This is just a het for scaleless corn snake, but look at how beautiful it is, and again, it doesn't get real big, so for someone that wants a snake that stays kind of small, this is a perfect option, and they're super tame. You never have to really worry about them biting. So anyways, I'm always going to be a colubrid guy, even though I love the big snakes and everything like that. And on a different topic, you know, I mark these cages. Is there something wrong with me? Every time I mark cages, I just, all summer long I walk around with this marks on my hand, and people probably think, what is wrong with this guy? So if anyone has any tips down in the comments, I'm sure someone out there watching is like, oh, well, Brian, you can hold the cap a certain way, and it's not, let me know. All right, all wrapped up with the spot clean. Feeding went really well. I mean, the vast majority of snakes are eaten frozen. We just back them up with a little live, the ones that don't, and then we are good to go. So next week, we'll actually start putting males and females together and actually start seeing breeding. So it's an exciting time of the year. Take a look at this, guys. I mean, oh my gosh. Sunrise just shed out, and she looks absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at how amazing she looked. She had a little bit of a scuffy little nose, and she shed it out perfect, and she just looks so beautiful. So literally, she just got rid of her skin, and man, does she look gorgeous or what? I mean, gosh, what a beautiful snake. And we've been feeding her some pretty big rodents now, so she's gonna grow up pretty quick if we keep on hammering her with rodents like that. But absolutely stunning animal. I just thought I'd show you guys before I leave. I was just super excited to see that she had shed. RJ is out and about, just kind of hanging out, saying hello. Hey, bud. It's okay. I know. Okay. Don't worry, I'll leave you out. He loves just kind of chilling out and running around, so when he thinks we're gonna put him back home, he's like, I'm getting away from you guys. So he's awesome. Okay, so I am wrapping up here at the shop. I've got, like I said, I have about a 10-hour drive. I think I'm gonna try to do at least 8 hours tonight, but it's still gonna be a late night for me, but I am out of here and getting on the road. Just stopped at home really quick just to grab a couple things before I hit the road because it's right on the way. And while I was here, I could say goodbye to Noah. Noah! All right, get out of here. Or I'm out of here.
I don't even know where you're going.
I'm going to St. Louis. So I'll be gone, but I'll be back. And I'm only there tomorrow. Okay. And then work on some, I left the camera at the shop. So film some stuff.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm really out of here. I'm on the road. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I've spent so much of my life traveling, you know. Over the last 25 years, it seems like I'm always either preparing for a trip, on a trip, or a trip is right around the corner. But there's something awesome about travel, you know. I love being home and I love being with my family, but I also love the adventure of what I can see, and just even driving is just amazing to see the countryside and make some stops and have a good time. I mean, I've been really blessed lately. There's been these beautiful sunny days which just kind of brighten my spirits, and it's a great day to travel. So hey, listen, I'm going to be driving for the next 8 hours, but you know what? I'm going to drive with a smile on my face. So I just got off the phone with one of the guys that I'm in business with, that I'm heading down for these business meetings. And again, I've said that I've had to kind of keep it a little bit on the hush-hush for now. Well, I brought it up to him and I said, hey, I think it's time to maybe start to, you know, tell you guys what's been going on the last 4 months with me that I've been very busy with, that I really haven't been able to share anything with you guys. So, and they said, yeah, I think we're good to go. So tomorrow I have a series of meetings, just kind of continuing to push this business forward. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys along a little bit tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to be able to tell you everything, but I'm at least going to spill the beans about what's going on that I am super excited about, and I think you guys will be too. It's pretty exciting. It's a huge initiative, something that is probably the biggest thing that I've ever done in my entire life. So I'm going to get a chance to tell you guys about it, and I'll even give you the tour, the facilities that we're working on. It's going to be awesome, but that's tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you today. But with that said, go ahead and comment down below and tell me what you think I'm doing down in Sykeston, Missouri. You know, I've said it before, I absolutely love road trips. I love driving. You know, I just was talking with a friend yesterday about the fact that this is like a 10-hour drive, and he was like, why don't you fly? And I told everybody, I always say that if it's 10 hours or less, I would rather drive than fly, for a couple reasons. Really, you know, I'm an hour away from the airport. You have to be at the airport 2 hours early. Then you get a flight that's an hour and a half or 2 hours. Then you get off the flight, you get your luggage, you get your rental car, you drive to where you're at. Really, it's taking you about 7 hours to get to your place anyways. So what's an extra few hours in a car? And this way I get my alone time. You know, I can really think about things and just see beautiful countryside. You know, when you're traveling on a plane, it's cool to be up in the air, but it all looks the same, and you know, I just don't like it as much. So driving is just amazing. Again, it just kind of clears my head. I get to think about things, all the things that I've wanted to think about, but I've been so busy that I don't get an opportunity to in my daily life. I can now think about, because I have hours and hours by myself where I can just kind of get in my head, and it's just great. I love it, and I'm always in such a good mood, and it is an absolutely gorgeous day, and the sunset is so beautiful right now. With that being said, I'm about 4 hours from when I'm going to stop tonight, which will mean I'll probably have about an hour and a half to 2 hours left in the morning, which isn't that bad. So 4 hours away, that's not bad. I think I'm going to do it, and I feel great. So it's going to be a piece of cake to make it there. The more time that goes by, the more excited I am to be able to share this news with you guys tomorrow. You know, I hate keeping anything from you guys, and there's a lot of exciting things that have been happening in a really big initiative with a really big project that I'm working on that I haven't been able to really talk about because there's just been so many things going on, and you can't really let the cat out of the bag before you're ready to. So now you'll start to hear what I've been working on. And listen, I'm going to still be doing all the other stuff, the vlogging and snake breeding and the reptile zoo, and all those things are going to be happening. This is just another project that I'm really excited about, and now you're going to be able to follow step by step. I'll be able to, as things progress, I'll be able to share everything with you guys, and I'm just excited. I can't wait to tell you guys tomorrow. But you have to be patient because I'm not telling you tonight. But I am excited, and the more I think about it, the more excited I get. And I hope you guys will be supportive of this project, because I'm going to need you guys a lot, you know, to make sure this is a success. Okay, so it's coming up on about 11 o'clock. I think I'm gonna drive for about another hour. That should put me within 2 hours of my destination that I can finish up in the morning. Right now, just going to get a drink and reviving myself a little bit for this last hour trip. Okay, so I am finally here. It's been a very long day of work and then a long travel day. So it's gonna be great to be able to just be able to rest a little bit and get some sleep. I don't have a lot of time. I only have about 6 hours before I have to hit the road again, which is completely fine because I don't mind. I am super excited about tomorrow and I finally get to share with you guys something that I've been kind of keeping to myself for the last few months. I hope you guys are gonna be excited about it because again, your support is gonna mean a lot to me on this particular project, so I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You guys mean the world to me. I love you guys so much. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that notification bell for me, make sure to be kind to somebody, and I promise I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.